What's good, everybody? It's your boy O'Shea Dick Jackson, back at it again with another reaction here on Fair Use. And today, I want to cover Nicki Minaj having an exchange with Joe Budden, and she is really sick and tired of black men disrespecting black women on social media. But hey, I don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's get into the video.
Like, I don't ever want a man to come back on this internet and talk about some fucking place from who the fuck you think y'all talking to? That's a conversation you have for your woman behind closed doors. Y'all feel like y'all can constantly disrespect black women? Get the fuck out of here.
I love this.
And to the men that get on and laugh about black women because you mad because some black girl broke your ugly ass, like the podcast clown, the podcast clown. I wish the would have tried that with me, bitch. I wish the would.
They wouldn't have tried it with you, and you wouldn't have been there.
Never. Yeah. But we ain't even gonna get at no light. But my point is, you speak about these things in the privacy of your home with your woman. This is not embarrassed black woman season. Understand? I'm talking about men that feel the need that they can comment on women's bodies and keep saying what we like and what they don't like. Who are you? It's ain't about you.
Yeah. Now let me just say this. She's pretty much upset that black men are commenting on black women's lace fronts, weaves, multicolored hair. Listen, I'm one of those guys that talk about, weaving and styling up all the time as a joke. I mean, I date women that have, weaves and things like that. Let me just say this. Could it be better kept underneath the surface? Sure. And do some guys go overboard with that? Absolutely. But let me just say this, Nicki, and we got to be honest here. Are you asking black men to keep this, you check your own women and leave that alone? But I just have a question for you. Do black women give black men that same ability to do so? No, black men we're not talking about black women at all in the media. Those conversations were reserved for the barbershop talk. It was black women that were going out telling people that, hey, black men are gay. Black men don't take care of their kids. They're the worst fathers. They're dusty. I don't want no scrub. I mean, if you heard that kind of stuff. So, and as far as black men in looks, I mean, come on now. Like that's what black women been telling black men for many years. Like, hey, you ugly, too broke to talk to me. Who are you?
Who are
you? And so now you got brothers going out there talking about their preferences out there. Then it's a problem. No, if it's a problem for one, then okay, you got to call it down the middle too, because black women been talking shit about black men for many years and nobody has said nothing about it until now. I agree with what she's saying because some of the stuff can go a little overboard, and I do make my jokes here and there, but we got to be fair, Nicki. Black men are not going to be quiet because you said so. When black women have a history on many blog sites talking shit about black men for many, many years.
First of all, Kevin Samuels rated me, Joe, a 9, right? And they put on the blog that they tried to put the little part where me and Kevin was talking about the 7.5 and tried to say Kevin rated me a 7.5. Kevin rated me a 9. But guess what? That 7.5 or that 9, and this is not about Kevin because he actually was very respectful on the show when I spoke to him. All you niggas do that, y'all can take those ratings and shove it up your assholes because of what a man said. And so when you get a little bit more older and you're secure, you do these things for you. You get your eyebrows done, or you do your hair and you do your makeup and you put your nice clothes on and you go to the gym because it's self-care. It's needed for you. You understand? Do I wear certain things and do my hair certain ways for my husband? Of course. This is not about, I wasn't talking about people's husband and their significant other. Who the fuck is going to do certain things for their significant other? I'm talking about you, motherfucker. I get on Instagram and start talking about lace fronts. Shut the fuck up. When y'all do that, y'all want to put on a lace front. Don't ever talk about no mother body lace front. Who the fuck are you talking to?
What are you talking about? Lace fronts. You know, it's funny, right? There was a dude that was getting that was bald like me, and he was getting, basically a hair installation. Guess who was talking the most shit about him was women. Listen, let me tell you this. All right. Black women don't want to take any criticism from black men. And I believe that Nicki Minaj does have a heart for black men because she even talks about it. I think she's a really good person deep down inside. But listen, hey, it's not all about what you want. Black women can say whatever the hell they want all the time. If a guy don't like lace fronts, it's his preference. Because let me tell you something about men, boo. You don't want them talking about that? This is what's going to happen to the lace front wearers, the green hair wearers, and the the girls out here with the tattoos all over their stuff. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen with you ladies out here. Men don't have no problem with not talking about this shit publicly. The what you're gonna just get is the wall of silence. And like I said, a lot of my friends who are very, very successful, and we gotta really be honest. Look who Nicki Minaj ended up marrying. Not to be disrespectful to her, because she's a nice guy. She's a nice lady, I believe. But she married a guy. We know what he's dealing with. She didn't marry a guy that was on her level. She had to marry a guy beneath her level. Very much so. A guy that she's taking care of. Okay. So if you want to have her attitude towards situations, then maybe that's what it is. But to be real about it, if you're going to be out here, telling black men what they shouldn't be wanting and all that other stuff, again, black women need to stop their criticisms of who they feel are ugly, who they feel are fat, who they feel that are broke, and they're not going to stop. A lot of guys in the black community, you're not supposed to be able to say what you want. You're supposed to be able to just, you got lace front, you over here weaving and sandaled up, looking like a goddamn fool, and you out here looking a mess. Some ladies, like I said, they do too much with what they wear, and it's supposed to be okay. No, we're not second-class citizens in the black community. No, there's a lot of black men that want to go out there and lead their community, and obviously one of those things are going to be there. If you want them to be there, is they're going to criticize what they don't want to be there. And a lot of successful black men are not dealing with lace front rigs, green wigs, blonde weaves. They're not dealing with that. All right, maybe in entertainment world, but in the regular world, they're not dealing with that. We're just going to be real.
Talking to who the fuck? What? Who? Like, dumb ass fuck down.
Yo, Nick be going off, yo. You could do this Kanye thing, I'm telling you.
I think women forget that the man just wants to be like, and you know what, Joe? It made me realize when I had my son, sometimes the way I treat my son, right? It's like I realize how much love and affection and constant, adoration I show to my son. And sometimes that's what the man wants. And because a lot of times, especially black men, they're not allowed to even show their emotions, even when they're young, and get told like, you gotta man up and you gotta this, you gotta that.
Hold on a second. This is a good point. A lot of black women don't understand what black men need until they have a black son. But here's the problem I have with what she's saying right here. A lot of black men don't have the ability to express what they want, but you're telling black men, hey, well, who you are to talk about some lace fronts? Shut the F up. You talk about that with your woman. Listen, are you serious? Go look at Bossip. The old don'tdateemgirl.com, Ebony Essence. They're talking about all the time what they don't want. I can't date no man, he less educated than me. If he's broke, if he didn't do this, if he don't make this sort of money. Black women talking about their preferences all the time. And while you are saying that, black men, and you're saying this, and I believe because you have a son. No, listen, let that man be a man. If he don't like lace fronts, if he don't like blonde weaves and tattoos, that don't mean he's disrespecting black women. They talking about wigs and lace fronts. I love black women. I love natural hair. I can put up with weaves and I understand what it is, but I don't prefer them. That don't mean I'm putting down black women. When I'm putting down black women, that's like, oh yeah, you see that those white girls over there? They're better than you because they have straight hair and your hair is kinky. They smell better than you. Now, if I say something like that, that's putting black women down. But when you want black women to look in their natural state, that's not putting down black women. She said something that was very interesting a few moments ago. She said this. You know what? We do these things for us. We want to put this on. Okay, fine. Long as you can deal with the consequences of what you want to do for us, then that's great. There is a new generation of black men who is not going to accept that No. A lot of black men that are coming up in today's world that have come up from the bottom, just like you, Nicki, we're going to say, listen, we want things to run our way and our situations our way. In order to deal with certain guys, you have to do it like this, X, Y, and Z. If not, you can get the on and do what you have to do over there. It's completely fine. Just like black women will tell us the same thing, and we get it. Black women will always tell you that all the time. Read articles. Accept me as I am. You always hear that. That's what Nicki Minaj is saying. Accept me as I am. No, because you don't want to accept us. We're dusty, and if we broken, we don't have shit, right? No, boo. We have to compete for each other. That's what it is. And if you don't want your woman wearing crazy lace front wigs, again, weaves and stuff like that, it's not a bad thing because some of them are tasteful. But the lime green and the lime and the bright purple and the red weaves, come on, some guys are not gonna get down with that. It ain't got nothing to do with them being black. Imagine you showing up to your child's graduation with a red weave. Now, if you're not Nicki Minaj and you're somebody that's regular, what are people gonna think? They're gonna look at you kind of crazy, right? Absolutely. This is not Halloween.
You got that, and you got to be the man of the house before you even, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times the man needs to be treated like that, ladies. You know how we nurture our sons and our children, and we just adore them and kiss on them, and you know, they want that. They need that too. So I want to just make sure I let black men know for the rest of their lives. I'm not one of those. I love you. And I let black men know for the rest of their lives. I'm not one of those. I love you.
Nicki, do you love black men that do what you want them to do? Or do you love a black man that's going to be a man in spite of what you tell him to do? That's the difference. And I do believe that Nicki Minaj is a person, that she's a Trinidad, and I believe she loves the black community. She's speaking from a woman that has an African American perspective towards this. But listen, one thing I told my mom on my journey to where I am now, I said, listen, I remember back in 2010, I got admitted to the UC Berkeley postbac program with Dr. Patrick Brown. And she didn't want me to go there. I said, listen, Mom, I got to be a man. I have to, do something to put myself into the next situation. She didn't like it. It wasn't what she wanted me to do. But a lot of times black men, in order for them to be the kind of men that they want to make the community better, they can't do it based on what you want them to do. See, men have to operate in the way that men are called to do. And when men are criticizing front laces and wigs and weaves and stuff like that, they're saying, hey, we want our women to look like they naturally look. All right? And you're not going to be able to do that because you want them to do what you want them to do. No. Okay? There's what's called compromise. All right? Now, she did make a point, that women need to go ahead and love her. And I can see she's been mature because she's had a baby. She's married now and things like that. But I also want to say that, hey, if that man is not being a real man leading from the top, you're not going to want to love him and support him because he's going to be doing everything you want him to do. And you ain't going to have no respect for him no way because he's a punk. And then you're going to be mad. You got to let a man lead. If you're going to sleep with him, if you're going to be with him, let him lead. And that's the issue there. But guys, listen, I'm going to just deal with that part. I'm going to go. It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, another episode of Fair Use. Shout out to my man Quasi on the edits. And guys, I'm up out of here. Peace out.